Manasseh, one of Judah's wicked kings. Although he is King Hezekiah's son, their behavior differs. Israel had known a season of righteousness under King Hezekiah, a faithful leader who brought the nation closer to God. But as the sands of time shifted, a new king would arise, one who would plunge the kingdom into darkness. Manasseh, the son of Hezekiah. His mother's name was Hephzibah. Manasseh became king at a young age, only 12 years old, and reigned for an astonishing 55 years. Unlike his father, he turned away from the ways of the Lord, leading the people into idolatry and wickedness. He rebuilt the high places that Hezekiah had destroyed, set up altars for Baal, and even worshipped the stars. The scriptures tell us, Manasseh led Judah and the people of Jerusalem astray, so that they did more evil than the nations the Lord had destroyed before the Israelites. He practiced sorcery, consulted mediums, and engaged in practices that were detestable to God. He even sacrificed his own son in the fire, a horrifying act that symbolized his complete rejection of the covenant with God. God, seeing the deepening sin of Manasseh and the people, sent prophets to warn them, saying, "Turn from your evil ways, observe my commands and decrees." But Manasseh ignored their cries, allowing the nation to spiral further into darkness. Eventually, the consequences of his actions caught up with him. The Assyrians invaded, capturing Manasseh and bringing him to Babylon in chains. In his suffering, he turned to God, humbling himself and praying for mercy. In his distress, he sought the favor of the Lord his God and humbled himself greatly before the God of his ancestors. God heard his plea. In his mercy, God restored Manasseh to his kingdom, and he began to remove the foreign gods, restoring the altar of the Lord. He commanded Judah to serve the Lord, the God of Israel, but the scars of his earlier reign remained. The people were torn between the worship of God and the idolatry they had embraced. Manasseh reigned until his death, after which his son Amon took the throne. His mother's name was Meshullemeth, the daughter of Haruz of Jotbah. Amon followed in his father's sinful footsteps, continuing the cycle of rebellion against God. His reign, however, was short-lived, only 2 years, before he was assassinated by his own officials. In a dramatic turn, the people then made Amon's son, Josiah, king. Josiah was only 8 years old when he ascended the throne, yet he would grow to become one of Judah's most faithful kings, leading a remarkable spiritual revival. Josiah is the father of Jehoahaz, the king that reigned for just 3 months. Manasseh's story reminds us of the power of repentance.